Hey everyone, this is Basil. Welcome back to my channel. Give me just 1 minute, I'll pull everything out. We're going to do another look at some items from Cloth and Paper. Okay, I am back everyone. Today we are going over the May sub box from Cloth and Paper. I did opt to purchase the 3-month subscription just because I wanted to make sure that I'm using my stimulus money from the government to support small businesses, the ones who are usually not getting support or the bailouts that larger companies are getting. And I was really happy to be able to do this with Ashley's company, Cloth and Paper. It's such an amazing company. I've been loving my first few orders. I subscribed to this literally the day before the deadline, I believe. And I'm so glad I did because this box was amazing, and their anniversary box in June is going to be amazing, and I can't wait to see what's going to come with July. And I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be renewing this like every month as like just a monthly treat for me. I love this subtle Parisian theme going on here. I did live in Paris for a while I was in college. I attended 3 colleges in France. I spent a lot of time in the south of France, and so it's like it's giving me those vibes that I needed. Like old Parisian royalty. Love the Parisian stripes. So let's just get into the pens. We did get 5 pens, and I was so excited to hear there were fountain pens this time. So we are starting with a green magic color pen. This is in 0.38. Now, I've never had a magic color pen, but I think this one's really interesting. I love that it actually, the mechanism is down here. It's in the clip rather than in the top. And we do have what looks like a heat eraser, so a friction erasable eraser. So I've never actually used an erasable pen. I absolutely love the Pilot pens. I usually go for a High-Tech C, Coletto, or mica. I love their 0.4 micas. I like their 0.3, but it's a little bit too fine for me. So this is their other line called Juice, and this is a 0.5, so it's nice. It's going to give you a little bit of a broader stroke than, say, the High-Tech C micas. But I think that it's really fun also because it is a click pen. The micas, if you're not familiar, you have a top and you have to pop it on and off, and it's really gorgeous. But this, I think, just the convenience of being able to click on the go. It has a really satisfying mechanism, a nice grip to it. Next up, this is a 0.5 M&G pen, and it's in this gorgeous black and white stripe. Really gives you those old Parisian, like if you've been to Palais Royal or in the Marais and you've ever seen these striped kind of sunshades. And it's in 0.5 as well, black ink. Very excited to use this just for the contrast and like a little bit of interest to my planner. It also has a very satisfying click mechanism and a nice feel. It's very smooth. So I'm very excited for that. I'm very into textures, if you couldn't tell. I like textures and I like feedback. The last 2 pens are both green as well, but they're kind of a more blue toned green, which I am very into. This is a super nice fine liner. So this is a DS pen, and let me just pop her open. You can see how tiny of a fine liner this is. So pretty. It's a DS904, and you can see I just got a little bit on me, but it has this gorgeous green ink that perfectly matches the barrel. Really satisfying click when closing it. Love that you're able to see through how much ink you have left. And it would be really nice. I haven't written with a fine liner in so long, so that'll be nice. I've been stuck in rollerballs for a while. Haven't used my High-Tech C micas in a while. Okay, the final pen I was so excited for. I love fountain pens, if you didn't know. I have a few of them right here with me. These are both Ecos from TWSBI. I also have one of my Lamis. This is my Lamy All-Star in black, which has some ochre yellow ink inside. I have my favorite Noodler's ink. This is Noodler's Red Fox, which is a permanent ink, Indestructible. And then I also have Diamine Purple in this one. So I absolutely love fountain pens. And this one, when I heard, so there was a little bit of a delay with the Penspiration boxes, which is never an issue, especially right now. Like, everything is delayed because of coronavirus. But like, when they're making sure that they're getting us all the good stuff and they said it was a fountain pen, I was like, girl, take your time. Like, just let us, you know, we'll get it when we get it. We can be patient for a little bit extra. I was literally floored when she said fountain pen because I love fountain pens. And this one is no different. So it's very much Kaweco Sports style. If you know Kaweco Sports, they have a similar shaped cap, very similar sized pen. This is really nice because if you want a teeny tiny pen, you have one. It's so small, it's very light. I know some people like writing with light pens, other people like extra weight. What's really nice about these is that they are postable. So if you need them to be larger, you can make them larger. But they also are very pocketable. See how small it is? Compare it to, say, my Twisby. You've got a whole inch of saved space. Okay, again, we have a gold nib. This is a fine point nib. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I believe this does come with a converter inside. Let's see. Yes. So if you want to, if you love fountain pens and you already have your own ink, it does come with a standard converter inside. Really nice to be able to reuse this with whatever you want after you go through the ink that they provided. But they did provide, as you'll see here, see when that bubble moves, that gorgeous green. Oh, so excited. And the last thing that we got, you always, in the Penspiration box, do get some sort of pen case. So I'm thinking that these will just barely fit in here. I might need to run them through my slicer just to slice off maybe, I don't know, 1 millimeter or 2 from each side, but I really like having the full sheets. But you can see they'll probably just barely fit in here, and I think that will be really nice to have them like that. I missed out on the Memorial Day sale where they were giving out the sticker holders that are similar envelopes to this, but I was really excited to see this in the Penspiration box that I can use for that same purpose. With the planner box, you get a what's inside sheet, double-sided. So we have a lot here. We get a few planner cards. I won't read everything to you, but I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I love the variety of tones, but I love that they're all muted, so they'll all work so well together. Then we get a few more planner cards. These are transparent. So this one, it's kind of hard to show on camera, but it's so subtle. It's the month of June. Sorry for my fingerprints, but it's the month of June as a little planner card. And it's on this transparent PVC card. We also have this printed photo planner card. And then finally, going along with the French theme, we have this J'adore card. And so subtle, but so pretty. Moving on, we have some new colors. So this is the fawn colorway of their dots. And this is the full set. So there are dots, hexagons, squares, there are corners, there's tape. You have a little bit of everything in here. It's a super, super, super soft gray. It's almost what I would have thought cotton was until I saw cotton as kind of a warm grayish, but super, super, super transparent. These are matte, super, super, super light dove gray. It almost perfectly matches. If I pull up this mild liner, look how gorgeously those match. This is from the Cool and subtle mild liner collection. If you have a set, you'll probably have this in your set. Okay, so we also have some of their inbox sticky notes. Absolutely love these inbox sticky notes. They will go so well with the actual inbox. Just throw one of these down on top of this inbox in your planner. Look how perfectly they literally line up, okay? Details. We love it. Okay, moving on. Let's see what she is. Oh, it's the espresso. Okay, so I have another order sitting in my living room. I quarantine all of my packages for 24 hours after they arrive, and it just arrived this morning, so I won't be opening it until tomorrow, unfortunately, because of coronavirus. But I have more page flags. She released a ton of new colors after the May boxes were delivered, and I couldn't help myself. So I ordered, I believe it's their olive lime color. I also ordered another kind of chai-ish color. In the page flags, I ordered some sticky notes. I ordered a few more inserts. I think I ordered the full finance bundle in A5 for a different finance planner that I'm planning on putting together just to track quarterly and yearly finances for myself, because I am in a point of career transition where I'm looking at new salaries and I'm looking at different bills. So I just need to be able to track everything and then also track what I'm spending on myself. Right now, I'm not so worried because I've just been going through what was given to me by the government, and I really think if it's stimulus, I'm just going to spend it on myself, but using it with small businesses in smart ways, and I've been stretching it over a few months at this point. But after a while, that stimulus is going to be gone, so then I'll be back to my regular spending money out of my monthly income, so I need to be able to track that. Anyways, back to the matter at hand, in my hand. These are translucent, again, page flags. These are in the espresso color. I do have a few other page flags already. I have the nude, and I believe I have the dusk, yes. So here's the full family that I currently have in my hands. I do have some more, like I said, out front of the house, but you can see just how well they all go together. Look at that. I mean, if we're planning for like a gorgeous coffee planner, I'm so excited because I love brown and pink. Strawberry and chocolate milk. It's my go-to combos, okay? Then she teased these on Instagram, and I literally lost my mind again because it's such a gorgeous color. I mean, look at that. It's almost a perfect nude for me. Dirty chai. It's like a really nice, warm, pinky brown. Absolutely gorgeous, and I love a contrasting shape. So if everything else is very structural in my planner, and then to just throw in one of these every now and then. Just a little circle. So, moving on to the dashboards, we have a few dashboards continuing the French theme. Again, instead of Jadot, we have Atelier, which I think Ashley has an amazing Atelier put together. So it's really kind of fitting to see this. She also did a nice series on Instagram a while back about originality and copycats, and I think that this was very timely, especially for someone in her position. I love her fonts. Font choices that they use are just absolutely amazing. Such great sans serifs, but then I also love their serifed logo. We also have a world clock, which is really great right now. There's so much happening around the world constantly. I feel like we're more connected now than ever before, even though we're all, for the most part, trying to stay as distant as possible. So it's really nice to have this, especially for me. I've been constantly looking at, what's the time in Sydney right now? What's the time in Melbourne? Trying to figure out what's going on. I have family in Turkey. I have friends in London. I have friends in Beijing. So it's really nice to have this just to know, like, I can do the math in my head and see what time it is instead of having to constantly ask Google what time it is in another country. Then we have a few new sheets. So these are their new contact sheets. Sorry for the glare. Again, it is a very bright day here. It's been very bright the last few days. But you can see we get a good amount of contact sheets. I could throw 1 or 2 of these in multiple planners and have them. I think it's going to be really helpful for me. I currently have a lot of doctors that I'm going to, and it's really nice to have these at hand instead of looking through my phone. I don't necessarily add my doctors into my phone except for my family doctor, so it'll be nice to have these in a medical planner that I'm planning on setting up. We also have an assortment of the new daily pages. So if I understand correctly, I'm not going to open these right now because I am going to set up some planners in the future, but I'm understanding that there's multiple different types. So if I'm just going to show you the front and the back one. You see on this front page, we have a space for the date, the day of the week, priorities, inspiration, to do, notes, a small schedule down at the bottom. And then we also have this free section that is just printed with dots, if you can see those. And these are A5 again. And then I'm assuming, yes, we have a completely different style on the back. So this is a different daily pages. We still have date and day, but our priorities this time are a blank box. Our to-do section is up at the top. We have a notes section in the middle, lined. And then we have a larger, broader schedule section at the bottom. And then we have some of their new wish lists. This is great. You get so many. This is, again, really useful, at least to me. This is useful right now during the pandemic, really for the next year, because we're not going to be out of this anytime soon. But, you know, we need to be budgeting. I don't know about, well, maybe not everyone needs to be budgeting, but I need to be budgeting. You get a good amount of them. There's so much space for different items, and they are double-sided. And then the final thing in the May box was this gorgeous photo, which I think I heard on her Instagram is actually her ceiling, which I love because I feel like we're getting just a little extra piece of Ashley, a little extra piece of cloth and paper to take with us. So just think about layering this one with one of the other dashboards, just for some interest. Look at that. Very structural. And you have a little piece of Ashley with you while you're working, which is really nice to have a reminder of the creator who is giving you these amazing items that you're using for productivity, but also just for fun and beauty. Thank you all for joining me in today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up down below. You can leave me a comment in the comment section of what item interested you the most or what you might be ordering next from Cloth and Paper. And please do follow me on Instagram. It's down in the info box below. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.